Have not made a video in this series for over a year. First video in this series that doesn't use text-to-speech as well. This video is designated to show how good the Spartan is, which is also my new main. The positive stats are plus 50% spear damage, minus 50% spear cooldown, plus 20% max mana, and plus 20% armor. The negative stats are minus 70% sword damage, minus 70% axe damage, and minus 50% hammer damage. Basically, this is a high DPS class which is also tanky, supportive, and the only downside is that it is stuck using spears, but spears are fairly strong, even though the strongest spear isn't out yet. Furthermore, spears with the 50% damage buff not only has high DPS, but also longer range, which is incredibly good for any purpose, shield piercing, which is nice, the ability to hit multiple opponents, which makes the axe downside matter much less, and the dash move, which is quite mobile and great when you're at low health. Also, I created a strategy called double spears, which allows you to give the enemy either 2 status effects quickly or give the enemy 1 status effect and switch to the highest DPS spear. It allows you to have far more control over when you dash. Spartan is basically an all-rounder class and generalist class, as spears are so versatile and the buffs are so great that the weapon downsides don't matter, as you would probably only use spears anyway, except maybe axes. If you only use spears for melee, which is intended purpose and is easy as it can do the role of both swords and axes, then there's no downside. You're equally as tanky as paladin and have the 3rd highest mana amount out of any class. Furthermore, with spears you can stay out of the enemy's range while hitting it, so you in most PvP situations will be able to hit the opposing player with high DPS attacks in short succession while being safe, and is most likely more tanky as well. You can also flee easily with the dash ability. In PvE, the range can also be used to hit enemies, while being safe and hitting multiple enemies can make your spear essentially an axe that hits less enemies but does far more damage and swings faster, which I prefer. Shield penetration is nice for dealing with armored human enemies. I don't even need to mention playstyles, as you can do whatever playstyle you want with Spartan. As long as you only use spears for melee, you will be a great asset to the team that will do great in both PvE and PvP. I rate Spartan 10 out of 10, it is likely the strongest class currently. It will probably get stronger once the strongest spear comes out. Hopefully it won't get nerfed as I main it and wrecked equal level players constantly with it, kinda like Russia.